Well, hello everyone, it's me, Gold Pan Dan. We're out here on one of my dry claims. We got the rocker box set up for its maiden voyage. We're gonna see how it works, if it works at all, I guess. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Now here, as you can see, the box is set up over a tarp. Like I said, this is a dry claim, so I want to try to catch as much water as we can that's going to splash out. Tub set up with a little bit of water. I got more water in the pickup. We got our gravels right beside us. So what do you say we throw the first scoop of gravel in and see how it does? First, we got to dig a little gravel. First scoop of gravel. Now I didn't make a scooper, so we're just going to use this coffee pot or coffee can to scoop the water up in and make the magic happen. All right, first scoop of gravel. Well, things are already going badly. Oh no. Cut. I got this poorly set up. I think we got to do a little bit better work at setting this up. All right, so I've ran a couple shovelfuls. I got rid of the tarp. The tarp was already ripped. I figure it's kind of pointless. Plus today's a short trip, so I've got 2 more buckets of water if I need them. Let's take a look here. I'm going to show you. So that indicator map, it's not really doing much. I think I'll probably rip that out and put something else in. But you can see the reverse riffles are doing what I wanted. They're holding that material here. And when that water works in here, it's working like a pan. And that material is, stratifying in there just like you would as your gold panning. So hopefully our gold's catching right down in there, and the rest of the mat's loading up. So we're gonna run a few more shovels, and we're gonna have to call our quits and get heading home, and we'll clean it out. I'll probably do a pan or 2 from the bottom there just to see if, how much we lost. I know there's gonna be losses. Hey, I've never ran a rocker box, and B, it's a brand new build, so there's going to be some bugs, there's going to be some fixes, and there's going to be a learning curve. So let's run a few more shovels, see if we can find some gold yet today. Okay, here. I think I'm kind of getting a method figured out. The problem we're having is it wants to slide forward as I'm rocking it. And right now, the pad I have set up, there's just a big rock on the back and a board here. And it slides off that back rock, and then my angle's all messed up, obviously. So, obviously, I need to do some work to that. Either change my platform that I've got built here, or we need to build a different base for this, and I got an idea on that. But first we're going to just try building the platform up. We'll use our tailings here to build it up. But let's say we run the last shovel through together, and I'll show you how it's working so far. Another big thing I'm learning is to not overfill this, because I only have half of this punch plated. This likes to kind of get blocked up a little bit, but I do believe it's working. See right there, it fell off the rock. This went a little better on the last round. You see now, the idea would be is that I could keep scooping and rocking at the same time instead of having to stop to grab more water. But there we go. Let's say we clean it out and see if we even caught anything. All right, so let's look in the indicator mat. I don't think we'll see anything because, hey, I don't think those grooves are deep enough for this type of action we're doing. But we'll pull that out and we'll clean that into a pan. Let's look in here. Yeah, see, I can see a bunch of garnets in there. So those are getting caught, so that's good. And then down in through there. So what do you say we get in the pan and see what we got? All right, I took a pan from the tailings from the bottom there. I just took the pan in and scooped it. And I am not seeing anything in the pan. So that's a good sign. I see some garnets and whatnot in there, but no gold. So either all the gold is in there or there was just no gold in there in what we ran. Now I know there's gold here. I've panned gold out of this pile of gravel before, so let's see what's in there. All right, so far here, I've only cleaned out the bottom half. You can see we still got the top half and plus whatever material was stuck to the riffle tray. And look at that. We got a little speck there and a speck there and an itty bitty speck up there. So we're catching gold. Let's hope there's more up there. I'm gonna get that in the pan and pan it out and we'll show you what we got. All right, what do you say we pan this out together? Pull that mat out of there. Now there's a lot of material there. And it's heavy. There's some hematite nuggets in there. I like to see that. Okay. Now this is a different location than what we've been working in the past few videos where we've been sluicing and metal detecting. This area here is mostly just got fine gold, flakes and fines. So that's all we're really worried about here. You won't see me doing a bunch of metal detecting here. Let's get that all cleaned out. There we go. All righty. There's the rest of our cons. Let's go ahead and pan this out. Box looks like it's clean. Now, I've seen some of your comments about running the sluice box and I'm running the material dry. I will take that into account in the future when we're running the sluice box. I will wet the material down and we'll see if that makes a difference. I tend to think that'll really only make a difference with the really fine gold. And where we were sluicing up there, a lot of that gold is chunky, meaning that it's got quite a bit of thickness to it. All right. Now I should have brought a second pan to pan the rest of this into, but oh well. Today is a test run. Definitely got quite a bit of heavies in there. There's quite a bit of black sand. Seeing quite a few garnets. Now, none of the garnets here are real big. They're mostly real small garnets. Let's see if we can get a couple of these pebbles out of the way. It's hard to see with this dirty water, but we'll make do. Just have to trust that the process is working. All right, I think we're going to stop there. Yeah, that's still quite a bit of material in there. Yeah, we got too much material in there. Ooh, there's a nice flake. Yeah! Now the thing's working. All right, hold on. Let me work this down. I had a little bit more in there than I was expecting from just a few shovels that we did. Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, look at that. We got some gold in there. Let's zoom you in. Okay, how can we do this? All right there. Nice flakes, a bunch of little fines. Yeah, let's get a close-up on that. All right, little clip in here. I forgot I had some water still in the pickup in a bucket. So I went ahead and finished cleaning this up. Yeah, there's the gold. That's not bad. That's only maybe 10 shovels worth of gravel we got that out of. So I say we snuffer it up. And then we'll keep a running tally. All right, let's show you some of the workings here. So this out in here, that's all tailings. So this is a trench. Oh, they dug all that up. This here was their working face, is what my assumption is. This here's all dug out. I'll show you where we're digging. So we got this pile of gravel here. That looks like it was left behind, and that actually looks like nice gravel. A lot of this looks like kind of gravel and slough. And we're set up right there so we can dig right next to the rocker box. And hopefully get that gold in there. But you can see this is still all tailings here, just all the way along there. That's all stacked tailings. They were working into here. So I think this will be a productive time out here. If anything, it'll at least be fun. And that's what we're here for. We're here to have fun, and we're here to find gold. So part of why I'm doing this is this is right on my way home from work, and school's gonna be starting this fall, and both of my kids are gonna be in school. So hopefully I'll have some time. I can stop down here after work, you know, maybe run a couple hours, find a little bit of gold, help us get to that 3-ounce gold, and maybe help me lose a little weight. Definitely need that. You know, who needs a gym membership? Just be a gold miner. All right, here, everyone. We're gonna split this in the center here. This is day 2 of trying out the rocker box. Made a few modifications in hopes that it'll work better. So why don't I bring you around here and show you what we changed. All right, let's show you what we changed. So we made this back one rocker piece about 2 inches taller than the front. So that way I get my drop. This is about 16 inches. So that'll give me about 1.5 inch drop over the course of the, per foot over the course of the rocker box. Then I added some, just what I had available to me at the time, just some little pieces of aluminum flashing, keep the bottom of the rocker good. So what I can do is I can put it on a flat surface. We're going to use this board here to extend out to the tub, and we have the tarp under there to helpfully collect the water that we're splashing out. So what do you say we get at and see how it works? All right, so we've run a few shovelfuls through. A couple of things I've been learning is to not overfill it. So not full shovelfuls is basically what that means. Or else it just gets kind of plugged up on top there. Other than that, it's working pretty good, it seems like. I think before my issue was having it on a slope and rocking it. It wanted to rock down the hillside. And so now that it's sitting flat, it's mostly staying where it should. So why don't we throw a shovel in and you can see how it goes. There we go. I don't know if it's any faster than panning, but I feel like it is. Well, all right, guys, we're gonna call that it for today. See, we made a decent little hole. It's not huge, but you know, it's a start. You know, I'm still kind of learning how to run this thing and how to make it work right and how to rock it right, so I'm not going all over the place. I feel like I was kind of getting the hang of it. A couple of things I need to work out is getting a better way to get the water up in there, because being bent over like that is definitely slowing me down. So we might look into doing something a little different, either actually making an actual scooper dipper with a handle, or maybe a pump, like a little hand pump that I can like just, I don't know, maybe use my foot or my other hand. Haven't quite decided. So anyways, I say we get this thing cleaned out, see what we got for gold. Well, all right, there's our gold for the day, second day. My finger next to it. We'll get finished getting that cleaned up and we'll add the first day's gold in there and we'll see what it all looks together. Well, there's our gold for the 2 days. Now we only get down there for like an hour or two. It's just kind of something to go get out and do a little exercise type deal. So, well, folks, that's going to do it for this video. Got the maiden voyage in. We know some bugs we got to maybe work out and try to figure out. But until now, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos of the rocker box or me sluicing or me metal detecting, hit the subscribe button. There's going to be more of them coming out here soon. And until next time, I'm Gold Pan Dan, telling you, if the rocker boxes are rocking, the gold's going to come a knocking. Take care now.